Welcome back. It's been a tremendous Tuesday, that's for sure. It's always more tremendous when I'm joined by my co-host and managing editor, Frank Morano.
Thank you.
If you hadn't noticed, he's sporting a new haircut these
That's right.
days. And
which people seem to like.
We're calling him Frankie Fades now. He's got a nice fade. I like it. It looks good.
Well, thank you very much. I like it too.
Getting rave reviews.
It's getting pretty good review. You know what it is? I have scalp psoriasis, so I try to keep it short because I can't get the lotion onto my scalp when my hair is this thick. So it's kind of a trade-off. I have more flakes, but I think it's more fashionable.
She puts the lotion in the basket.
I don't even know what that means. All right. Well, this was quick. All right. We are about 3 hours into the first day of the Roger Stone trial, and it's already a total mess. It's shenanigans have broken out in D.C.
It's a World Wrestling.
Exactly.
It's a WWE event.
Let me update you on to what's happened today in the Roger Stone trial, which unfortunately you can't watch because the federal government doesn't let you bring cameras in the courtroom. Here's what's happened. So in all, about 80 potential jurors came and to be interviewed, part of the voir dire process. John, listen to this. The first woman brought in as a potential juror said she was a communications chief in the Obama White House Office of Management and Budget with a husband who works at the Department of Justice's National Security Division. Okay? The woman said she could be impartial and didn't have strong views on Roger Stone. The judge denied a motion from the Stone lawyers to strike the juror for cause. This woman, who worked in the Obama White House with a husband who's currently working for the very entity that's prosecuting Roger Stone, is currently in the jury pool. So, some shenanigans going on.
She's actually in, or she's still in consideration?
Well, she's in the jury pool. They
haven't thrown her out.
Right. No, but
now
she should be.
To go through.
She should be peremptory strike. Right.
Voir dire.
Yeah, well, this was part of the voir dire. This was the voir dire.
Okay.
Now, then, a couple of minutes later, things got even stranger. Roger got up and asked his wife to join him as he left the courtroom. He didn't look well, but he left the courtroom. And then a spectator sitting in the back row moaned loudly and collapsed and apparently had a seizure in the middle of the courtroom. So this is a strange day in the midst of a strange case.
Is it Halloween? Is it still Halloween?
No.
It's not Halloween.
No, wait until Randy Credico testifies, then you'll think it's Halloween.
Oh, my God.
All right, there is...
Did you say earlier today that Jerome Corsi is testifying against Roger Stone?
Yes, he's telling a very different story from the one Roger is telling.
Okay,
yes.
I got it.
As is Rick Gates. So,
right. Well,
it was reported in the Washingtonian that Steve Bannon may also be testifying against Roger Stone, although Steve Bannon said to somebody yesterday that he would not testify willingly. He would only do so under subpoena. So we'll see what happens. Now, it's going to be interesting.
I got a lot of respect for Bannon, even though we don't always agree. He did have a good hand in developing some of Trump's strategy.
Me too.
You know, I got to give him credit for that.
Absolutely.
If every person that helped even a tiny bit get Donald Trump elected, you got to love him somehow, because if Hillary was president and the squad had the House, we'd be Venezuela already. We'd be floating around in banana boats right now.
Right. Well, by the way, those of you that are interested in Roger Stone's history and his relationship with Donald Trump, maybe I wasn't going to play it. Don't worry. Relax. It's okay. There is a film about their relationship. It's called Get Me Roger Stone. It's available on Netflix, and it was produced by, of all people, me. So it's definitely worth checking out.
So
it's
wait,
Get
you
Me Roger
produced a
Stone.
movie?
I did, yes.
So let me get this straight. You host a radio show every morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and produce it. You host your own radio show on Sunday mornings, right? The Morano in the morning, heard here in New York on AM 970, The Answer.
Right.
Carried on Salem Communications. You nibble in here and there and help out John Katsimatidis when you can.
That's right.
With his show on AM 970.
That's right.
5 days a week you come here for literally no pay and a tremendous amount of aggregation.
Unfortunately, that's right, yeah.
And then now we have the Saturday best shots of Liquid Lunch.
Right.
And on top of that, you're a famed movie producer.
Well,
like, what don't you do?
And host of the Morano Whenever podcast, which people could listen to. And very proud to work part-time for City Councilman Joe Borelli, who I hope is our next public advocate.
I would say he will not crack 20% in the voting.
Okay,
Joe.
I'll bet you lunch on that tomorrow.
Lunch that Joe does not break 20%.
I have him breaking 20.
I doubt it. He didn't even run a campaign. He's elected for half his life, and he couldn't even qualify for matching funds. So I don't know how he's going to get above 20%. But if nothing else, he has chosen one of the finest advisors you will ever meet in Frank Morano. And I think you advised him against running in this race, quite frankly speaking.
I think that's true.
Quite frankly, you should stay right there. I've made a host of mistakes today. In the last segment of WTF, we break down what the facts are, and Frank corrects any mistakes I made during today's show. So stay right there. It's quite amusing if you ask me.